walkthrough video for a Kodiak 201 QP. Starting at the tongue jack, you have an on and an off switch for your jack light, up and down for your jack. Moving to the LP, two-stage regulator. You can have both of your tanks on at the same time. Whichever way this indicator is pointed is which tank you're pulling off of. If this tank was to go empty, you just flip to this one, and then you can change this tank. Dual battery setup for the solar. Your griddle setup is here with your quick connect hose. This is for your tongue jack. That's your jack handle for your tongue jack. And this handle here is for your stabilizers. This is your furnace outlet. This is the vent for your furnace, so when your furnace is running, that'll be extremely hot. Be cautious with that. Just above your driver's side tires is your fresh water fill. This is where you'll fill your onboard water tank. Just above that is your exterior vent for your vent-a-hood. You'll want to keep that open when you're cooking. This is your outdoor spray port, essentially an outdoor faucet, cold water only. Your spray hose is located on the door side of your unit in that front compartment. This is a twist on, twist off lock power cord. This is your city water connection side. If you're at a park that has the city water connection, the hookups you'll want to hook into here. Just to the right of this is your black tank flush. Make sure that as you hook up, you're hooking to your city water connection. Your black tank flush you can hook up whenever you're cleaning out your black tank. They look very similar, so make sure to pay attention to that. When using your black tank flush, you'll want to have your black tank emptied. Hook your water hose to this, turn your water on, and then close and open your valve every so often to flush your black tank out. Just above this is a cable and satellite hookup. Just to the right of all of this is your water heater, your on-demand water heater. You have a reset switch here and a glass fuse here. Just below your power cord and your city water connection is your sewer outlets. Your gray water is indicated by the gray handle, and your sewer water is indicated by the black handle. Always flush your black tank first and then flush your gray tank. On the rear, your backup camera is installed. Now moving around to the front, on your stabilizer jacks, your switch is here at the rear. So you can retract and extend. This is your mounting bracket for your griddle. Just below your picture window is located your TV mount for exterior use, cable outlet, and 110 outlet. Moving to the front, your front stabilizer switch is here. Here's your hose for your quick connect faucet. You have multiple switches here. This is your solar, which we'll go over later in the video. These switches are for your exterior lights on the front. This switch is for your LED lights in your storage compartment. Your awning, electric awning. Wind is not your friend. Your exterior lights are located on either arm of the unit. And those are operated by a switch inside, which we'll go into now. Located just inside the door of the unit is a fire extinguisher. Just above the entry door is your smoke alarm. Your control panel for your onboard water. This is your water pump. You'll want to turn that on if you're off grid, so you run off your fresh water. Your indicators are located here. You have to press and hold the buttons. Fresh water, your battery level. Black 1. There's a black 2 and a gray 2. You do not have a second black and second gray tank. This is just a generic panel. So you'll want to test gray 1 and black 1. Your lights on your awning are located here, and your interior ceiling lights are just below that. And then your in and out for your awning. Located just above that is your operation for your water heater. You can set your temperature. It goes up to 124. You can change to Celsius or Fahrenheit, and you can turn on or off. This will only run whenever you are turning your hot water on at the sink or shower. And you do have a sink cover here. Vent just above your bed. You do have vent covers that are installed on this. So if it is to rain, you do not have to automatically jump up and close that. Reading lights located just above the bed. Your furnace outlet and return is located just below your kitchen drawers. Your power box is located just below your stove. On your stove, you can turn just the handles, the lights for the handles on, all the way down, turns the oven light on as well. Turn a burner on, whichever one you want to use, and ignite it that way. And the same goes for your oven. You'll turn it to pilot, hold for about 10 seconds, try to light. If it does not light, repeat the process until the pilot light lights. Once it's lit, then you can choose whatever temperature you need. Safety note, make sure that you can put your hand flat on this surface before you try to close the glass lid, or the glass lid possibly could explode. Vent hood, you have your fan and your light. And microwave is just standard operation. Your refrigerator. Your controls for your refrigerator are on the eyebrow just inside of it. Currently we have it turned up all the way. If you're running off of solar, off grid, it does indicate off grid just there. You'll want to be between those settings. Or you can turn the unit all the way off. For your air conditioner, it's noted heat optional. The heat option is not installed on this unit. That is an upgrade you could purchase and have installed. If you are to turn it there, it will only run the fan. You have your fan option here. You have low, medium, and high. And just over here on your cool, you have low, medium, and high as well. And then you have your temperature indicator here. For your furnace, kick it on, and then to whatever temperature you would like. It'll start running, it will fire, and then you can adjust the temperature accordingly. Off, just click all the way over. TV mount located here, just above that, and then to the left you have a Wi-Fi and an antenna booster. Power outlet, and this is for satellite if you were to use satellite. In the bathroom, front foot flush toilet with an easy close lid. Your light switch is located just to the left inside your door, and that operates the light behind the medicine cabinet. The overhead bathroom light, your switch is on the back side. I'll do the best I can here. You'll notice the 1, 0, and then the 2. The 1 is on, 0's off naturally, and 2 is motion sense. Standard shower operation. And your bathroom vent is located here. On-off switch for the fan is here. And this also has a vent cover on it as well. In transit, these doors need to be closed and secured together. They are glass, and if they were to hit really hard going down the road, possibly could shatter. So you want to make sure that this is latched and you're good to go. The kitchen table, to turn this into the bed, you simply pop the tabletop up, remove these legs, and then rest the tabletop on these little mounts here, and then situate your cushions as needed. Your CO2 LP alarm is located just underneath the dinette. Moving on to the solar. Now moving on to the solar operation.
All right, here you have your 1200 watt inverter, and that's fed from the battery. Here's your battery cables here. This one has a built-in transfer switch, so you don't have to worry about whenever you're on shore power. You don't have to worry about hitting any transfer switches or anything like that. It'll auto detect if it's on shore power or not. Here you have your charge controller. Panels feed the charge controller. You've got two 200 watt panels on the roof. It'll read your battery voltage and stuff with the solar panels off. You can turn your panels on here. It's just a disconnect. So we've got the panels on. It'll tell you how many amps it's sending to the battery and what the voltage. So you're getting 30.6 volts from your panels. at 7.8 amps. And that's charging your battery. And then your battery, of course, whenever you're not connected to shore power, feeds your inverter. And then we can move to the batteries if you want. Okay, here you have your two 6-volt AGM batteries wired in series for your 12-volt, and your inverter is fused right here. If you ever have any issues with not having power to either the charge controller or the inverter will be right here. Check that fuse first. And then under here, there's a breaker for the charge controller. It's an auto reset breaker, but they do go bad. So if you ever lose battery voltage to your charge controller, that'd be the first place I'd look.
You also have a battery disconnect right here. This will turn the batteries off to the entire unit. Your 110 outlets for your solar are located on either side of the head of the bed in the main cabin.